From our Cox 11 studios, this is Sports Report.
Hello, friends, and welcome to another edition of the Cox 11 Sports Report, presenting highlights of high school basketball action from Hampton Roads to you with Chris Park. I'm Matthew Hatfield, and Chris, a lot of exciting action to get to.
It certainly is, Matt. With the season winding down, a lot of excitement going on throughout the region, and we start in the Southeastern District, where a matchup between Great Bridge and Western Branch pitted the Wildcats, trying to keep their undefeated district streak alive.
And Western Branch, Chris, came off a big upset a week ago of Nansemond River on the road, down 11 to force overtime, got the win. They've been snake-bitten in a lot of these close games against contenders like Great Bridge, Kings Fork, and Nansemond River in the past. Can they get another big win?
Well, early on in the first half, the action going on for the Wildcats as that shot is knocked in by Andre Banks. And again, early on, 24-11, Great Bridge off to a great start. Even their cheerleaders getting into the action with a couple of acrobatic flips there.
Well, this is a big game in Chesapeake in the Southeastern District on a Friday night, but the Bruins come right back with Nigel Ribeiro and company knocking it down from deep, but you got to stop that Great Bridge attack. They can shoot from deep as well.
A lot of good shooting as, again, this time in the corner, not appearing in your screen, the three-point shot knocked in for the Bruins. This time in your screen, the shot is up and good for Byron Williams.
Gary Obenauer's Cats off to a big lead. Then it's Mark Madison driving down the lane, finding Steve Beeline for the open two. They got size with Beeline down low, and they got the guards like Marcus Evans that can drive and make things happen.
Well, that might be the X factor for Great Bridge this season, Matt, is the play down low of number 50, Steve Beeline. As you see, some interpretive dance going on now at Western Branch for all you MoMA fans out there. And again, in the corner, second half action, the three knocked in as Great Bridge continues their hot shooting.
That was Madison from deep. Then it's Beeline on the break with the two, the hard foul, and he's going to the line as he gets it done. His teammates rush to help him up because they need the big fella healthy.
And Western Branch trying to mount a comeback. That's not going to help matters as the ball is stolen in the backcourt. Nice hustle by both teams. Leads to a fast break opportunity and the easy layup for the Bruins.
DeMonte Burns the layup, and credit Jashad Jameson getting dirty, diving on the floor for the loose ball. And then it's Western Branch starting to heat up from deep as you see they knock in another three-pointer, trying to make that rally here at home in front of their fans.
There's a lead as much as 22 points for Great Bridge, but the defense is going to lead to a nice fast break opportunity. Beeline with the block, but the easy rebound put up for two.
Jameson trying to play for two, and then it's Beeline crashing the offensive glass. He gets it and puts it in for two.
60-48 going into the final stanza. Western Branch trying to mount one last rally. This isn't going to help matters as a steal and the layup for Madison.
Just when you think you have momentum against Great Bridge, they come right back with a big defensive play, a stop to get them going. But Western Branch is not going to go away as it's Ribeiro kinning another three-pointer. Western Branch trying to make one last gasp attempt here, and they get a steal here. It's C.J. Thomas up ahead with the steal. Bucket is good as the Bruins now are clawing their way back. It's only an 11-point game with 3 minutes to play. Can they make it happen?
Down low, the shot rattles around the rim and good, and the Bruins defense is going to pick up, and the steal is going to be found into the hands of Ribeiro. He's going to drive, stop, shot, and good.
Stop and pop is in for him, and then it's another deep three-pointer for C.J. Thomas. Count it, and the Bruins are still in this thing. It's not over just yet. Great Bridge seeing the pressure defense, and it turns into a turnover. Thomas with a steal, throws it ahead. Desmond Johnson, three-pointer in the corner. Count it.
Just over a minute to go. The Bruins trying to mount a furious rally. The shot is good, and it's a three-point ball game all of a sudden. Final seconds ticking down, and the shot from three-quarters court is going to be off the mark as the valiant effort by Western Branch comes up just short, 76-73. The Wildcats take it in this one.
Steve Beeline with 14 points, 10 rebounds, a double-double for the Wildcats. Mark Madison with 15 points, 5 assists. Nigel Ribeiro had 20 points, including 3 threes as the Bruin Crazies got crazy down the stretch, but not enough as Great Bridge stays undefeated in league play.
Moving on now to girls basketball in the Peninsula District. It is Kecoughtan taking on Woodside in a rematch of an upset victory for Kecoughtan back in December over the Wolverines.
Oh, you know, Mike Talon's girls from Woodside are angry about that one. They want to get revenge, and they got the star to do it. Adrian Motley, she'll play her college hoops at Miami. She's the most unstoppable scorer in the Peninsula District, closing in on 3,000 career points. What a career she's had, and she's got some help. As you see, the bucket is in for the Lady Wolverines inside.
Kecoughtan not to be outdone, gets the score down low, trying to stay close, as it was back in December where I think Woodside kind of underestimated the play of Kecoughtan and they certainly paid for it with the 2-point loss, but Woodside not underestimating things today, coming up with the score, going into the second half, leading by double digits over Kecoughtan.
And doing a better job of crashing the offensive glass, Chris. You see Ayanna Kelly and Kamani Earp getting the baskets on second chance opportunities, and then you got Motley, who will stretch the defense from deep.
The Warriors working the ball around the perimeter, trying to find a hole in that Woodside defense. They find a basket there as Brittany Towns scores the 2. And it's still a tight ball game here in the second half.
Kevin Williams' Lady Warriors at home trying to sweep Woodside, something that doesn't happen very often under Coach Talon. As you see, the elbow jumper is in for Woodside, as right now they are on top of things here pretty comfortably. Kecoughtan now trying to swing the ball. They've got an open jumper. It is up and good there for Kecoughtan, as you see, knocked in by Alexis Grott, the junior.
But too much Adrian Motley, as she'll run the break and be found on a cutting pass, and the score as Kecoughtan finding themselves still trailing here in the fourth quarter. Now the pull-up J off the mark, but a nice tip-out rebound is corralled and put up and in by Woodside's Adrian Motley.
If you don't succeed once, try again, as Motley even double-team Chris, finding a way to fill it up. Here in this one, you see Chelsea Romero headed to Marshall there, driving there, but turnover as Woodside gets the fast break layup up and good for Ayanna Kelly, headed to Presbyterian. The senior guard is playing the Robin de Batman, if you will, for Motley, as she's the number 2 scorer on that team and one of the better players in the Peninsula District. And right now, Kecoughtan trying to make something happen against this tough Woodside defense. They get the layup to fall right there by Brittany Towns.
Towns trying to keep him close. As Kecoughtan again on offense, drives inside. This time the shot is rejected out of bounds by Motley. Certainly showing the fierce determination that I think Coach Talon realized they lacked in the first matchup.
Not just a dynamic offensive player, but a tough, gritty defensive player as well. But Towns not going away as she gets the bucket to fall in the paint. Kecoughtan still hanging around, but just can't quite get on that run to get their crowd into it at home and beat Woodside again. Offensive putback is up and good for Kecoughtan right there. Kiera Gray, the senior. But Motley with the ball in her hands, she's just too much today, as Woodside will dribble it out and let the clock run out on a victory here to take over first place in the Peninsula District. Lady Wolverines, the defending regional champs, get the W as they prevail 47-35 behind Motley's 17 points. Kamani Earp added 13 for Kecoughtan, Brittany Towns with 14, and Chelsea Romero with 8.
Coming up after the break, we've got more scores and highlights. You're watching the Cox 11 Sports Report.